Hello, my dear students. This is Mrs. Shayma Gharib, and today's lesson we are going to continue special numbers, odd and even numbers. Let's start by revising some rules before you watch any video. First, you have to sit in a quiet place. You should have your pen and a piece of paper to take notes and to solve questions. You should pause the video after each question, then you try to answer on your own. Then you play the video to check your answer and to understand the question in case you get a wrong answer. Are you ready? Let's start. First, the meaning of even numbers. They are numbers that can be divided equally by 2 without any remainder. They must have 0 or 2 or 4 or 6 or 8 in the units place. For example, 24, it has 4 in the units place. 316, it has 6 in the units place. 5534 has 4, and 19,978, it has 8. All these numbers are even numbers. Why? Because they can be divided equally by 2 without remainder. Odd numbers. Numbers that can't be divided equally by 2 without remainder. So if you try to divide it by 2, there will be remainder. They always end with 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 in the units place. For example, number 13, it has 3 in the units place. 467 has 7 in the units place. 6,209, it has 9 in the units place. 24,885, it has 5 in the units place. And all of them, they can be divided by 2 without remainder. Let's fill in the blanks using even or odd. Is this number even or odd? It's odd. Why? Because it ends with 5, and if we divide it by 2, there will be remainder. So we can say it ends with 5, and all odd numbers must end with 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Or we can say it can't be divided equally by 2 without remainder. This number 3092, it has 2 in the units place, so it is even. Why? It ends with 2, and all the even numbers must end with 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. Or we can say it can be divided equally by 2 without remainder. Is this clear? So this is how we answer the give reason question about even and odd numbers. So now look at this sentence, even number plus even number plus even number. We need to answer by the word even or odd. And here we have another sentence and another sentence. Let's see. In order to solve this kind of questions, substitute any odd number by 1 or 3. Substitute any even number by 2 or 4. For example, we have even plus even plus even. Let's assume that each one of them is 2. 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals 6. And 6 is even? Yes, it's even. So when I add 3 even numbers, the answer will be even. Now I have even, odd, even, and all of them plus each other. So I will do the same. For the even, I will write 2, and for the odd, I will write 1. So let's see. 2 plus 1 plus 2. 2 plus 1, 3, plus 2, 5. So the answer will be 5. 5 is odd number. Then the answer of this sentence will be odd. Odd plus odd plus odd. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 3. And 3 is odd. So when I add 3 odd numbers, the answer is odd. Whatever the sentence is, you always write any odd number as 1 or 3 and any even number as 2 or 4 and find out the answer will be odd or even. Is this clear? So now let's try this one. 1 plus 1 plus 2 will be 4. And 4 is even. Then the answer here will be even. Even minus even plus even. So I will choose 4 at the beginning, then I will subtract 2, then I will add 2. So 4 minus 2 is 2, 2 plus 2 equals 4, then the answer is even. Okay, I choose here 4 to be able to subtract the 2 from the 4. Okay, that's why we say substitute any even number by 2 or 4, and for the odd by 1 or 3. Here, even plus even, it's even. What about if I have numbers and I want to just write even or odd in the answer? You don't need to do the calculation. You don't need to add these two numbers to find out if the answer is even or odd. For example, this number is an even number and this number is an even number as well. So when we add even to even, I can assume instead of the 94, I can say it's 2. And instead of this, I will write 2. So 2 plus 2, 4. Then when I add two even numbers, the answer will be even. So in such type of questions, you don't need to do the calculations to find out the answer. You also substitute the even by 2 and the odd by 1. Here I have also two even numbers. So we know that even plus even equals even. 2 plus 2, 4, and 4 is even. Even minus even. So I will assume the first one is 4, then the second one will take it 2 to be able to do the subtraction. 4 minus 2 equals 2, which is even. So let's see examples. If I have numbers, an even number minus another even number, so the answer must be even. Even number minus another even number, the answer must be even. Okay? So as we said before, we don't need to do the calculations. That assume that the first one is 4 and the second one is 2, then find out is it even or odd. Now let's try odd plus odd. So 1 plus 1, 2 will give me even number. Is this clear? Now 5 plus 13, 2 odd numbers. So it will be even number. 2 odd numbers, the answer will be even number. Okay, you don't need to do the calculations. Odd minus odd, so I will write the first odd as 3, then the second odd as 1. 3 minus 1 equals 2, which is even. So odd plus odd equals even, odd minus odd equals even. Examples, 21 minus 7 will give us even number. 97 minus 17, the answer will be even number because both of them are odd numbers. Whatever the numbers is, the answer must be even. Now let's try even plus odd. So let's assume 2 plus 1, which is 3, then the answer will be odd. Let's see examples. Even and odd. This number is even, this number is odd. So the answer will be odd. And again, we don't need to do the calculations to find out. You can just assume any even number 2 and any odd number 1. So whatever the two numbers are, so the answer will be odd when you add an even number to an odd number. Now let's try subtraction, even minus odd. So 2 minus 1 equals 1, which is odd. Odd minus even, 3 minus 2. For the even, the answer will be 1. Then even minus odd, the answer is odd. And odd minus even, the answer will be odd as well. Okay, let's see examples by numbers, even minus odd. So the answer will be odd, and so on. Here, odd minus even, the answer will be odd. and we don't need to do the calculations. We can substitute any odd number for 1 and 3 and any even number by 2 or 4. Now let's try the multiplication. If I have two even numbers multiplied by each other, so let's find out 2 times 2 equals 4. So when we multiply two even numbers, the answer will be even. And here we have two even numbers. We don't need to do the calculation. The answer will be even. 40 times 46. Also, we don't need to do the calculation. We can just substitute the even number by 2 and the odd number by 1. So 2 times 2, 4, as we said, so it will be even. What about odd times odd? 1 times 1 or 3 times 1 equals 3, which is odd. So when I multiply any two odd numbers, the answer will be always odd. What about even times odd? What do you think? Even, let's assume even is 2 and the odd is 1. 2 times 1 is 2. Then the answer will be even. Is this okay? Now, even times odd. So whenever I multiply an even number by an odd number, the answer will be always even number. As you can see, we don't need to do the calculations. Okay, we just substitute. Even times even times even, what do you think? And here, let's see, it's 2 times 2 times 2, 8, which means even. Even times odd times even, let's see, 2 times 1 times 2, which is 4, which is even. So when I multiply 3 even numbers, the answer will be even. 2 even number and 1 odd number, the answer will be even. And now with our questions time. Are you ready? Fill in the blanks using even or odd. Here, this number, look at the last digit, the digit in the units, it is 1, which means this is an odd number. This number, it has 8 at the units place, which means even number. Sorry. So even plus even minus odd, we said substitute to know. Even 2 plus 2, 4 minus 1, 3. So the answer will be odd. 3 is odd number. Okay? So 2 plus 2, 4 minus 1, 3, and 3 is odd number. Let's see next question. Look at these digits. We have 4 number cards. Use all the 4 number cards to form the greatest possible even number. So it's even number, so it must end with 6 or 0. Okay, we said any even number ends with 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. So I want to form the greatest. So what is the greatest digit? The greatest digit here is 6. So 6 will be in the thousands place. Okay? Will be in the thousands place. Then the 5, then the 3, and add in the units, I will put the 0 to be an even number. And the smallest possible even number. What do you think? So, and the smallest possible odd number and the greatest possible odd number. Let's start. The first one, as we said, it will be 6,530. In order to form the smallest possible even number, so I will start with the smallest digit. Can I start with the 0? Of course not. There is no number starts with 0. So I will start with the 3 in the thousands place, then the 0 to make the number the smallest. What do you think? Should I put the 5, then the 6, or the 6, then the 5 in the units? I want it to be even, so in the units I will put the 6. So it will be 3056. Okay, because I want the number to be even, as you can see here. The smallest possible odd number. I need it to be odd. So I will start. In this case, I will use same digits here, but I will switch the location of the 5 and the 6. So it will be 3065. The greatest possible odd number. The greatest possible odd number. I will start with the greatest digit in the thousands place, then the 5, then the 0, then the 3 to be the odd number. Okay, is this clear? Let's see the next. Answer using the word even or odd. Even plus odd minus even, we said 2, 1, 2. Let's see. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 minus 2, 1. 1 is odd. And you are going to do the same with all the coming examples. Odd minus odd minus odd, let's substitute 3, 1, 1. 3 minus 1, 2. 2 minus 1 is 1 and 1 is odd. Odd minus odd plus even. So let's assume 3, 1, then 2. 3 minus 1 equals 2. 2 plus 2, 4. 4 is even. We have here two even numbers. So I will assume this is 2 and this is 2. 2 plus 2, 4. And 4 is even. And I will do the same with all the coming examples. So this will be even. Here, another two even numbers. So it will be even. Now, even minus even, which means let's try 4 minus 2, which is 2, which is even. Here I have even minus even. Same way exactly, give me even. Is this clear? I don't need to do the calculations. I just substitute each even number by 2 or 4 and each odd number by 1 or 3. Now I have two even numbers multiplied by each other. Shall I do the calculation to know the answer is even or odd? No. I will assume this is 2 and this is 2. 2 times 2, 4, and 4 is even. Now I have an odd number and an odd number. 1 times 1 equals 1, which is odd. Here I have even and odd. So 2 times 1. 2 times 1 equals 2, which is even. Now, odd times odd times odd. 1 times 1 times 1. 1 times 1 equals 1. 1 times 1 equals 1. Then the answer will be odd. And we are going to do the same with the second one. Odd times even, I can say 1 times 1 times 2. So the answer will be 2, which is even. This is the end of our lesson today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any question, please feel free to leave a comment, and I will answer you as soon as possible. Please remember that your feedback is highly appreciated. Thank you very much and have a nice day.